designer size. Now these are a cropped pant. So the length on this, the inseam length is going to be 22 inches for petite, which we recommend for size 5, 4 and under, and then 24 inches in regular and 26 inches in tall. These are done in our CozyChic Ultralight, which is our finest gauge feather yarn. Once again, I love to stress feather yarn because these are not knit in a traditional yarn. Feather yarns are just that. They are tendrilled like a feather. They have fans on them like coral. So they give a beautiful plush feel. Oh, that is an incredible shot. Thank you so much. So as you can see, they have a look and feel like no other knit out there. And they're a really sensory driven wear experience. They feel like nothing else on the body. This is a knit that is nylon viscose. Of course, both of those fibers were originally developed to be silk substitutes. So although this is a feather yarn, you're still getting a drapey, silky knit. This is our lightest and airiest knit that we actually specially designed for spring and summer months, because at Barefoot Dreams, we started with CozyChic. That's what we made our famous proprietary baby blankets in 31 years ago. Then we developed CozyChic Lite, and then finally we developed CozyChic Ultralight because we wanted to give you that famous Barefoot Dreams softness in a fabric appropriate for warmer weather. But here's something important. Can you see that ribbing? We wanted to give you ribbing because when you're wearing a pull-on knit pant, we know you want to feel that you have appropriate coverage and density. So we gave you an all-over micro rib that doesn't add bulk, doesn't make them hot or heavy, but gives appropriate density so that you don't feel like you're wearing a pajama pant or a house pant. So if you want to dress these up and wear these out and about, you look and feel appropriate. Also, that ribbing draws the eye down for an visually elongating look, and it gives visual modesty, which is also important in a knit pant. Easy pull-on style, and I'm actually going to move the pearl up just so I can show you how nice and wide that encased elastic waistband. Isn't that beautiful? With ribbing, easy, flat pull-on style, doesn't pinch, rubber bind, stays in place, and then a smooth, clean front. No pockets on these because we want to give you a smooth, polished front. They're going to skim over the belly and the hips and then break into the most beautiful, sort of modified wide leg. Not too wide, not a palazzo pant, nothing you're going to trip over, have to style over. And then on the bottom, that beautiful slit detail so that they're super breezy and super appropriate for the summer months. And then, of course, there's that tonal starfish logo. I know a lot of gals, especially in the lighter colors, who wear these in place of shorts. If you're not someone who enjoys wearing shorts out and about, these make a super great alternative because they're a cropped length, 22 for petites, 24 regular, 26 and tall, done in our lightest gauge fabric, but oh, are they comfortable. Once again, the colors on these, the pearl, which you're seeing up front, that's that creamy French vanilla, the indigo, deep, rich navy, the black, which we rarely do. If you have your heart set on these, don't wait on the black. And then on .com, we have a few more colors. We have the dusk. Beautiful sort of early evening sky. The beach rock, think mushroomy taupe or wet sand. That is one of our signature colors. And then the violet, which, as I mentioned, looks like the color of a creeping phlox that I just planted. And I hope that if you see my nails in a close-up, you will grant me grace because I have been gardening all week. So my nails, as Sandra Bennett says, are definitely in gardening condition. They are not in their top condition. Okay, reminder, we saw this at the top of the show and it is new this month. It is the Barefoot Dreams Malibu collection. Ultra soft rib, long sleeve. Well, I'm going to say a tee, but I hesitate to call it a tee because it's truly